one upload a week is no longer enough. You used to be able to work on a video for a really long time, specifically talking about long form content. If you were chasing shorts, well, good luck to you, because you probably have to upload at least 3 a day or something. I don't get into the whole shorts thing. I don't care about shorts, and I'm not interested in producing shorts content. It's not monetizable. I don't have fun with it. I am not giving in to brain rotting a whole other generation. You used to be able to work on a YouTube video all week long, and at the end of the week, you'd upload it on Sunday, and that was enough for you to get thrown around to your subscribers and thrown around in the feed. And I have 2 different channels that I'm currently working on, and what I'm realizing is that you work on this video for so long, you upload it, and you upload it once a week for a whole year. What is that, like 40 videos? That is nowhere near enough volume, especially if you're a newer channel. Maybe if you're an already established channel, since you already have the warm audiences of your subscribers, then when the algorithm tests against those subscribers, you're able to get thrown around more. If that's not you, if you are just starting out, then 1 upload a week is like nowhere near enough. I think 1 upload a day is minimum. Sure, maybe you can do 3 uploads a week or whatever, right? But definitely not once a week. Once a week is not enough. When you upload right now on YouTube, which is the platform that most people pursue because it's the platform with, in my opinion, the highest return, because you can monetize, you can put ads, you just retain an audience for longer than you can do with a 30-second short. A lot of times also with long form content creation, people are choosing and seeking you out and seeking out your opinions specifically, whereas with short form, you are being thrown in a feed where there's 100 videos and you're just one of the many, and people are not retaining that or looking at you or specifically caring about you. You're just one of the many. When you get thrown around, the way that the algorithm right now seems to work is that you get uploaded and you are tested to, first you are given to your warm audience, your subscribers and stuff. So if you have none, if you have very minimal subscribers or they're not really that active, they're kind of just like dead subscribers essentially, that's already giving like bad signals. Then you are tested against a pool of people who don't know who the heck you are. And if you are uploading once a week and you are getting tested to a pool of people who don't know who the heck you are and don't know what you're talking about or anything about that, that is so hard. It is like you yelling in a Walmart and people are like, what is this crazy person? Like, what are they doing? So I think that that's the issue, is that you are being thrown to random people who have no idea what you are. And if you're making niche videos that aren't really like SEO based, or like, for example, if I make a review of a pair of headphones, I will show up when people look for that headphones. They don't really care about me. They care about that headphone brand that they're trying to get more information about. If you're doing educational content, that's where you can kind of show up for these different products. Like, something has to be the star of the show, and you are probably not interesting or known enough to be the star of the show. Somebody like Mr. Beast can be a star of the show because they just already know him. Mr. Beast could probably upload a video of him sitting on the toilet and people would still watch it just because it's him and they are already engaged with him and they're already interested in what he has to say. Honestly, a lot of times I think some of the content that Mr. Beast makes, if like a random person nobody knew made the same exact video, like everything about it was exact, it would not get thrown in the algorithm just because it's not getting that warm audience injection that already knows you. Okay, Cam, well then what does that even mean? Why would I even care about that? I'm not gonna be Mr. Beast anytime soon. Neither am I. I will never be Mr. Beast. Well, you have to just test content and test concepts. Make video about things, not about yourself. So that could be trends, search terms, political things that are happening, tech, cameras, etc. You'll run into a little bit of a problem there, that is just some niches have been really saturated. So for example, in my niche, in the filmmaking video space, talking about a camera is really difficult to get views on because everybody is doing that whenever the new Lumix whatever or the new Sony whatever comes out. All of the big players that are already established and already have that warm audience, they're boom, 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 boom. Like, why would they watch this? Why would somebody looking for that camera, why would they watch a random review? They're gonna watch Gerald Undone or one of the creators that they've been following for 4 years. Okay, Cam, well then that kind of like messes with what you said earlier about making a video about a thing. You need to be making a lot of videos about different things. I'm testing out the uploading once a day on this channel right now, and so far the results I'm seeing are really good, and we're only like 3 videos deep, okay? So it is currently August 3rd. We are about 3 videos deep right now, And when those videos keep getting uploaded over and over, I think that we're going to see crazy results. And I'm going to be talking about my results of uploading daily. And what I think that I'm going to find is that you miss every single shot that you don't take, right? The more shots you are taking, the more likely that you are to basically land inside of the net, right? The problem with YouTube is that then you're like, okay, but it's this balance, right? Okay, like it's a balancing act. I've been going through this. If the production quality is really difficult to attain and it takes a long time, then you're not going to be able to do volume. But I think at the beginning, when you're trying to test things and find your audience that'll then be a warm audience that you can test more convoluted videos on, once you can find that the only way to fine tune that is to do a video a day, or at least to basically double, quadruple the amount of uploads you are doing. You have 365 days a year, right? If you need to be uploading at least 100 videos, you need to just be putting yourself out there in a bunch of different topics. So let's say you're doing tech reviews and you are reviewing literally everything that you possibly can, and you are showing up for headphones, for computers, for all these different things. Not only can you test what things and what products your audience is resonating more with, but you can there's so much testing that needs to be done with YouTube. You're testing the thumbnail, you're testing how you started the video, you were testing the products you were talking about, the topics you covered, how long the retention of the video is, what is an adequate amount of editing that people don't drop off. There is absolutely no way to do that without volume uploads. So for me specifically is I felt like I had to follow the Mr. Beast formula and edit and do cuts every 2 seconds and put B-roll and research the videos and put factoids and all these different things. And that is all so extremely time consuming to edit in that way, to do the keying into like your head and all these different techniques that YouTubers use to make engaging content. That is all so extremely time consuming to do that I would say it takes like 2 weeks or something to finalize the video from the point of recording to editing it, because the editing time is just so much. I think we're entering a little bit of a new era though, where this kind of video that is minimal editing, if there are any text or graphics or factoids on screen, they're just like a quick little pop-up and that's it. I think that we are entering a new era where this authentic kind of style content is more acceptable and will perform well. And the main thing will be testing the algorithm, essentially warming up your channel for YouTube to trust you. And I think that this will honestly stand with all the other platforms as well, is like the way that they are functioning is that they are catering videos and feeds to individuals instead of just catering to search-based. There are some search-based opportunities, like I was saying before, like if you're talking about a certain topic or reviewing something that people are gonna search up a lot, or at least try to get a lot of information about that specific topic, right? For the most part, these algorithms are catering for specific users, so they're going to test and test. The more warm hits that you can get, the more that you are going to essentially be shown and repeatedly have trust from these algorithms. So for me, if I'm constantly talking about different things in the industry, different business things, content, creating content, making content about making content, y'all watch my videos, then next time I upload, it retests on that same audience, keeps retesting. So the more times that you are able to do that, the more times that you are able to put yourself out there in these people, and the more repeatedly that they can watch your content, essentially I think that's going to be the only way to do it going forward, unless something drastic changes in the algorithm. I hate that everything goes back to the AI thing, but you're also competing against AI. Not only are there just like a lot of slop channels that are also competing for attention with the algorithm. Even if the videos don't get tons of views, they're still making the algorithm test them, and pulling some viewership is going to AI slop, right? There's a finite amount of viewership, and if some of it is going to the slop, then you're also competing against that, and that's able to be produced at mass volume. The other thing you're competing with is creators that are catching on to the idea that you need to create volume, and they are creating unparalleled amounts of volume. They're using ChatGPT to empower their scripts and their ideas. They're using articles, TikToks, and just slopping it up. So the amount of talking head reaction channels, authentic, like people just talking to my kind of like this video. I've also seen another one where people will they'll have a little setup, right? But they'll essentially TikToks or whatever they want to react to and then just react. And reaction content, you are able to slop that up. You are able to that out. I've seen a lot of those channels, the amount of volume that they are able to create, like you are not going to compete against AI and reaction channels unless you are uploading daily. There are some rare circumstances where somebody is able to still get views off of a highly produced documentary video, but it's like, man, like you really gotta hit a home run that the topic that you are talking about hits the algorithm in the right way. I just feel like hitting a home run like that is so hard. The volume approach just seems to be easier to me, but what do I know? I'm testing it on my channel right now. If you follow along, subscribe, and you'll kind of see the process of what I'm talking about and see if it worked out for me and implement it on yourself. I'm basically treating myself and my channel as a giant guinea pig, so if it worked out for me, you can test it out on yourself.